tragedy, the pain, the unconscionability of apartheid, that we have to take action as an international community. Most black leaders in South Africa want us to take that action. I met with Bishop Tutu just a few weeks ago. He wants that boycott.
For Dukakis to translate words into action, anti-apartheid campaigners on the World Gold Commission believe that the key lies with gold.
We want to try to block as much gold coming out of South Africa as possible. And at the same time, we want to stop the international price of gold rising because of blocking the South African supplies. We need to do that because if the price of gold outside the South Africa were very high, they could smuggle gold into the market, and that's something that we want to try to prevent. The important thing about gold is that there's plenty of it. Just to give you some idea, South Africa produces 600 tons of gold a year, and although that's about 40% of the world's supply of gold, nevertheless there are 35,000 tons of gold in reserves in international bodies like the IMF, and there's a further 60 or 70,000 tons of gold in private hands. So although it's very, very important to the South African economy, it represents something like half their total income, and the taxes collected by the South African government are something like 25% of taxes raised on South African gold. So it's very important to the South African economy, and it's not very important at all for the rest of the world. What we're asking people to do is to think about gold as a South African product. We're all very careful when we go to a shop and buy apples and pears and make sure they don't come from South Africa, but we don't think very much about where our gold jewellery comes from. In fact, it's quite ironic, really, that better off black people tend to be the biggest group of gold buyers. They buy more gold jewellery per capita than most other groups. And so it's ironic in the sense that black people are making quite a large contribution to the taxes of South Africa and to their foreign income and so forth by buying gold. We have a big network of support groups in just about every major gold-producing and gold-consuming country in the world. People, I think, recognise that there has been some frustration at late, thinking that the sanctions effort has come to an end. But gold, people can recognise, I think, quite easily that gold is so important that if an effective sanction can be used, we will make a very great contribution to the effort of people inside and outside South Africa to end apartheid.
I don't myself think that there are any real alternatives for sanctions as far as we in the West are concerned. Of course, in the end, change in South Africa is only going to come about because of the people within South Africa itself. The struggle of the trade unions, the struggle of the churches, they're the people who are going to bring about change. But the question is, what can we do to help them? Are we to ship them arms? Well, a good number of Christians would feel very unhappy about that. But there is the option of economic pressure.